Hello, welcome back to my channel All Things Venus. This is Aishwarya, continuing with my search for Holy Grail foundations. Today I have this L'Oreal Paris Infallible 24-hour Fresh Wear Foundation. Big name, nice name. In the shade 140 Golden Beige. L'Oreal 140 Golden Beige, pinky yellow color. It's not very warm, it's actually neutral undertone, as you can see here. It doesn't cover the ash around the mouth. We'll check that out in the application. This is Max Factor Golden Beige. It looks yellow in the pan. When you apply it, it's actually cool undertone. See the difference? This is Rimmel Golden Beige, peachy yellowy color, and I'm shooting this in sunlight without any ring light or tube light, so the colors are absorbed better. It's a peachy yellow color, warm undertone. K Beauty 125Y. It doesn't register as pink in the camera, but when you apply it on the skin, it's pink. See the difference. This is neutral undertone, L'Oreal. Max Factor Golden Beige, cool undertone, warm undertone, Rimmel. And this is K Beauty. This is straight up pink. If you have gotten any value from this video so far, please click on the like button so this video can reach others and help them as well. Now let's go for the yellow undertones. Chambord in the shade Vanilla, a beautiful saturated deep hully yellow undertone. This is Maybelline 128 in the shade Warm Nude. See how warm this is in comparison to L'Oreal? You can make out it's a light shade, but the undertone is warm. And this shade is actually a little bit darker than this, but the undertone is neutral. I hope you can make out. This is exactly how the colors look like. I'm shooting them true to color. This is MAC NC42. It's a beautiful golden, saturated, very pretty mango yellow color. For my Telugu audience, this is a Pandu Mamidkai Rangu, and for my Hindi audience, हम गेरुआ रंग जिसे कहते हैं, ये है proper गेरुआ रंग. Can you make out the difference? How warm and saturated this is and how pale this is looking in comparison. So this is neutral and this is cool, and this is like on the extreme warm spectrum. This is also warm, but this is more like almond yellow warm, Maybelline, and MAC is like mango yellowy orangey warm. This is LA Girl in the shade Nude Beige. This is like a proper wheat yellow color. So them's the shades, guys, in sunlight. Let's do an oxidation test. The shades have been sitting there for a while now. Freshly apply L'Oreal Golden Beige. This is the fresh swatch. This is the oxidized swatch. I would say it gets half a shade darker on me. So will this be my next Holy Grail foundation? Let's find out. This cap is a little annoying. It keeps falling off. That's the quantity you get with one pump. And you can see how runny it is. For moisturizer, I've used Johnson & Johnson Baby Cream, L'Oreal Base Magique Primer. I use this primer quite a lot. It's a good basis for comparison. So one half of the face, I'm gonna use a brush. And the other half of the face, I'm gonna use a sponge. Love the texture. It's very even and smooth. It's not particularly glossy or matte, and you can see how beautifully it's blended itself. This is fine. It's not patching up or caking up. Let's see with the sponge. Very sheer coverage, like very sheer. Half a pump, and this time just spread it with my fingers. One thing, guys, I definitely don't recommend using a sponge with it. Negligible coverage. Okay, the coverage is a little bit better with PAC sponge. This is the YBP sponge. It's absorbed the most product, and this is the PAC sponge. Does it double up as a concealer? Let's see. Let us also see if it can cover the pigmentation around the mouth. Actually, I know it can't because I've used it for the vacation. As you can see, there's still a little bit of ash over here. See this skin color versus this skin color. I try and not smile when I'm doing this because then creases, and we don't want our product getting stuck in the creases. My under eyes are looking a little whitish. I prefer my under eye this thing to be a little bit more yellow. It doesn't double up as a concealer. For me, the texture is gorgeous. It's demi matte. I can see why this is such a popular foundation. The formula is it's a very people-pleasing formula. It sits right there in the middle. Not too matte, not too glossy. The texture is demi-matte. The blending is very easy. The coverage is medium to buildable up to slightly more than medium. It's definitely not full coverage. Oh, also, if you like what I do here, consider subscribing. And about long lasting. Okay, it says 24-hour fresh wear. Now here I have an incident to share, okay? You guys don't mind a little bit of story time, do you? So I wore this in Andamans. I planned on doing so many beautiful looks and, you know, shooting a nice vlog, but hell to the no. I fell ill and I did scuba diving with that illness only. And this is the foundation I wore throughout that vacation. In the morning, we get into the bus, like we finish our breakfast and we get into the bus around by 8:30, going to different places. And by the time we come back to the room, it's like dinner time. You just have enough time to go to the room, take a shower, and then go have dinner, hit the bed, and get up in the morning again, the same routine. So I absolutely did not have much time to get dressed up. But also, you know, it's a vacation, and vacation is the time when we take a lot of pictures. You know, that's the time when you really want to look good. I was ill, so I hardly had any energy to do elaborate looks. So that's when I use this foundation, because it is so quick. I would take this and just spread it with my fingers like a lotion. I'm not even exaggerating, legit 30 seconds it would take me to blend this. Looked good the whole day. It says it's 24 hours. Is it actually 24 hours? I don't know. But in the morning around 7, I would apply it. In the evening around 8, maybe, I would take it off. And it looked good the whole time. I wore it to the beach. I'll share the pictures. I wore it on sunny days and on rainy days. It rained so much that scuba diving got cancelled. I must say, it really held its own. I mean, it held really well on my dry, dehydrated skin. And believe me guys, I was on antibiotics. And the sleep was very erratic. The roommate, she and I, you know, we had different habits. I absolutely don't sleep with AC or anything, and she just cannot be without AC. Sleep cycle was all erratic. Why am I digressing? Okay, get back to the point, Aishwarya. It made my skin look so good. I love you. When it comes to outdoor, that is where the real test is. That is where I think this foundation really shines through. It's really close to being my holy grail because of that one quality, because not many foundations can really hold their own when it comes to outdoor. And even MAC actually cannot withstand extreme outdoor temperatures. The only thing is the shade is not my correct shade, so I'm gonna have to mix it with a darker shade, and I'm not really sure if I want to do that. Now it's been a few minutes since the foundation has been sitting on my skin. Now I'm going to powder it down. Because I have dry skin, I really give a little bit, like whenever I can, I give some time for the cream to set, because then you can use less powder. And if you're a dry skin, then that's what you want to do. You want to use less powder. But you have to use powder, otherwise the cream, you know, will shift and slide. It's a whole bunch of this thing for dry skin girls. We constantly have to think every step we do. I've been reviewing all my Holy Grail series foundations with this powder. This is Lakme Rose powder. But I'm going to show you what I did for the vacation, okay? I used this because this is a little yellow toned, okay? And this foundation is a little whitish toned. Lakme 925 primer plus matte powder in the shade Golden Beige. As you can see, it's got like a little yellow undertone. Can you see that? This powder few seconds to set, because it's primer plus powder. It really makes everything long lasting. I also feel my foundation didn't crack up or melt down because of the primer I put and because of the powders I used. You know, the powders we use with foundations also make a big difference, guys. That's something to consider when you're deciding which foundation to buy. Sometimes you just don't have the time to exfoliate and do an extensive skincare routine, and that's when you need a good foundation plus powder combination. I know it sounds like I'm endorsing these two, but I'm really not. I bought this with my own hard-earned money. L'Oreal should have paid me for praising them so much. They should have, but they didn't. I don't know if you can make out, but my skin is not looking all that white as it was looking earlier. So that balances out the shade problem also for me. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the dynamic duo. Would you guys want to see that vacation routine? How I got ready within 1 minute? I think that's the fastest I've gotten ready in my life ever. If you think you're getting any value from this video, then do give this a thumbs up, and it can reach others and help them as well, you know, so we can all help each other out. I'm gonna recommend some more powders with this. You can also use Lakme Rose Pink powder in the shade Warm Pink. If your skin is a little bit oily, then you can go for K-Beauty powder in the shade Banana. If you are an oily skin girl, definitely you will need an oil absorbing powder. Which one? I think with this, there's one Maybelline Fit Me powder in the shade Sand. If you're my skin color and you have oily skin, then go for that powder. That's a good combination with this. Blush. Ooh, that's a lot of building up to quite a blushy look, Aishwarya. I know highlighting is not so much the trend anymore, but I'm gonna highlight all my life. A little bit on the brow bone, on the nose, on the jaw, just everywhere. So I like to highlight like this. Chamakna chahiye. Shine bright like a diamond. Oh, contour. What kind of YouTuber would I be if I forget contour? One thing I do is I not just do this, I also pull my hair a little back. Okay, that stretches the skin and it becomes very clear to you where it is. Somebody messaged me in the DM saying that I don't have to be so to the point all the time. She told me you should really just talk to your subscribers. Don't have to be so structured as if your video is a PPT presentation. Important thing, how I recommend you guys buy it. It's priced at 1200. Okay, the best discount I've seen of this is 900. You select the shade that's suitable for you, and if you don't know how to select your shade, I've made 3 bomb videos that will fix all your shade confusions for life. Cover warm, cool, using Indian celebrities as example. Something I see a lot in my comments. A lot of people keep asking me. I think more than reviews, what people really need is good shade selection videos. So the next video is gonna be about online shade selection. The next foundation I'm gonna buy. Either people love it or either people hate it. Which one I won't tell you. See it directly next week, Friday. I'll release it. And some hacks about how to know which undertone you are. There are a lot of hacks in it. I'm sure at least one of them will work out for you. So select the shade, add to cart, keep it, and wait for the price to go down. Okay, wait for the price drop till 900. Now let's compare it to its contemporaries. There is Max Factor, it's priced around 1000. On Hot Pink sale, I have seen it go 50% off. And in terms of the texture and everything, this is more demi-matte, that is more glossy. This is more long lasting. The other foundation is K-Beauty, 25% off. I've seen on K-Beauty about 900 rupees. It's not as long lasting. Coverage is very sheer. I don't even know if I should compare K-Beauty foundation to this L'Oreal one, because K-Beauty one is CC cream with some serum-y ingredients. I don't think it should be called at least I wouldn't call it a foundation. Other foundation is Chambord, almost 1300. Oh, still about 900, 950 price on sale. It gives more coverage than L'Oreal one and it is more dewy. But in terms of long lasting, it's a little less long lasting and the shade range is very limited. It just has 3 shades. Now, did it achieve my holy grail status? The answer is no. I'm still going to be searching for my holy grail, and that's because of the shade range. In terms of formula, yes, it's up there. The only thing is the coverage is a little bit less than what I expect from a foundation. So in terms of skin type, dry to combination skin type. Oily skin types, stay away from this. If you're thinking of buying this foundation, then do check out the last week's video, online shade selection for L'Oreal Infallible, MAC L'Oreal shade match video. Next foundation, I think it might be my holy grail. I think, fingers crossed. Come, let's buy that foundation. I'm gonna share how I buy shop with me online shade selection. To get updated when I post that video, you can hit the bell icon, subscribe, hit the bell icon and select the option always. It'll give you 3 options. If you don't select the option always, you'll not get notified. I don't know why YouTube does this. After watching the whole video, if you made it out till the end of the video, come on here. I'm gonna give you a hug because I'm a hugger and you should subscribe.